Hey everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply. This is gonna, I know it's been a while, but this is gonna be update 84.5, not 85, because I will explain why. And I hope you enjoy it. Okay everybody, as you can hear, and as you can see, I did take some time out here recently to replace the traction tires on my Broadway Limited Mikado. And it's back running well again, but that was a considerable, not a considerable job, but fortunately I had the right tools to do it with. I had a small hand nut driver to get the pins out of the rods so that I could get the tires on. But anyway, it was not a big deal with the right tools. And as you can hear, she's chugging along. Hope she continues to chug along, but it has a tendency to stop on some of the places on here, especially when I haven't cleaned the track like I have not. So anyway, let me get into an explanation of what's going on here. Okay, everybody. It has been obviously some time since I have done a video. Number one, we've been very busy with the shop. You know, it's Christmas time and all that stuff. But on the other hand, I've kind of gotten sidetracked by building some models. I'll show a couple to you, and I don't know when I showed you last. But anyway, I've just kind of been on a plastic model binge and kind of a lack of interest deal. I think we all go through this, the whole, I don't know, getting burnt out, or the burnout syndrome. You know, you work on stuff and you get burned out and you just don't do it for a little while, and you step back and you let that roll around in your head for a while until you get to a point where you come back out here and start doing stuff. And what I kind of been waiting for is for our weather to get crummy. And well, I don't know, unfortunately or fortunately, our weather hasn't gotten crummy yet. We had one snow a while back, but it's been in the 60s here. And really, when it's that nice outside, it's really hard to come in here and spend time in here. But that being said, you know, it's a long story and probably you don't want to hear it, but we have a household to keep up here as well. So we've been raking leaves, doing landscaping. I've got a little bit of work to do on the one storage shed. The step is deteriorating. I've been trying to get over to Lowe's and see if I can find some landscaping bricks and put bricks there instead of the wood that I built, because the sprinkler goes on it and it has rotted and so forth. And as you can hear, my steam locomotive gave out, which is probably just as well. Let me see if I can turn her down. Okay, now we don't have to worry about that. But I have come out here and I have run trains. I just haven't taken any video of that. I was beginning to wonder. I have a couple things to say. And that is that one of the first things I want to say is that I will show you a picture of the kids. We went train watching the other day, and out of the clear blue, after a long hiatus, Gavin just called me on the phone and said, hey, can we go look at trains? And I said, sure. So Saturday I went and picked him up, and we went out to look at trains. His brother wanted to go. Ryan wanted to go with us, which was... I was really happy that Ryan wanted to go. The unfortunate part, two things, is we got out there and there wasn't very many trains. And number two, I'd taken a lunchbox with some snacks in it. And this very camera you're looking at me on has a little wide angle lens on it. And I put it in the lunchbox. And unfortunately on the ride out there, it was laying against an apple. And I guess some of these, whatever's on the outside of the skin of an apple, got all over the face of the lens. And of course, I didn't look at the thing before we started our day of looking at trains. And so when I get home, I find out that all my videos all screwed up. I had a whole bunch of video of Deming and the Southwestern Yard and a little explanation of history of the area there in Deming and stuff. But I went to put it together and the video quality was so bad. But in this video somewhere, I will put in some sections, some good sections of trains running, and maybe even the bad sections of the trains running. And I at least want to show you some pictures of the kids and I out there, even if I didn't make a whole video of it. So I'll put that in here. But that was the nice part, or that's been the fun part, is he's really getting back into doing some more weathering on cars at his house. And he's got all of his supplies over there now. And he's been selling some stuff, and he wants to go out and look at trains. Probably the next train watching video we do, we're planning on going up to Abo Canyon by Berlin and making a day out of it. We'll leave real early in the morning. We'll get up there. We'll go do some watching at Abo and hopefully go down to the yard. I don't know what we'll be able to do. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't know when we're going to do it, but that will probably be the topic of the next train-related video. Now, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, you guys have seen some pictures of Gavin in some of the recent videos. And over the past couple of years, he was gaining a lot of weight. And he started also, in the midst of this, he started playing baseball. He now plays baseball for his high school team, which of course is not in school at the moment, but before they locked them out again, he was able to do some practicing with the high school kids. And I think I've mentioned before that he was also, a year or two ago, a year and a half ago, he was able to go to Albuquerque and practice with high school kids and college kids. And they were real happy with him. And he's been playing baseball for quite some time. But as I said, he had gained some weight. Apparently, he either got it in his head or someone talked to him or whatever. I don't know. I don't ask him those kind of questions. But what I will tell you is that young man has lost 50 pounds. I don't know how he's been doing it. He's been watching what he's eating. He's been exercising when he can. He exercises at home, and he has a gym that he goes to. They are right now closed, but when they open back up, he'll be going to the gym again. But I'm so proud of him that he has made a concerted effort to lose weight, and he really has slimmed down, and you will see in the pictures that I post. Maybe you won't be able to see because he's got a jacket on. But anyway, the young man has lost 50 pounds, and I'm so proud of him. On the flip side of that, his brother is getting taller and taller, and I think he's gained some weight. He's starting to fill out a little bit, and I'm also proud of Ryan for him taking care of himself. He doesn't really have to work at it too hard, but I am proud of him. He's grown into quite a nice young man. That being said, let's move on to the next things. Okay, everybody, at this point, I'm going to reflect back and tell you guys that I've had a slight case of apathy about getting out here and burnout, but I have come out here lately a few times, and like I said, I have run trains, and I'm starting to look around, and I'm starting to get a little bit motivated to work on one of these areas. I'm just not sure which one yet. I kind of have a craving to do something with the houses down there along the road going into town. I may work on that. I think one of the things that's holding me back is I hate plaster work. And I've got down here where I've showed you guys, I've got to level all that out in the city area there with plaster, and I just can't get into it. Maybe I will here, I hope, in the near future, and hopefully we can get that going. But anyway, I think aside from boring you to death, I'm going to show you the couple models I've worked on, and then after that I'll insert the pieces of video from train watching the other day, and kind of just leave this video at that, I'm sure. Okay, gang. Recently, this bicycle model is one that's eaten up some of my time. It is basically a 1/8 scale Schwinn Stingray. I did not put all the options on it. And I'm trying to think. It's an older MPC re-release of the Stingray bicycles from the 60s. The reason I painted it blue is because my bike, the Stingray that I had, was blue. Although my bike was a standard fork and did not have a 3-speed, but it did have the banana seat, and it was blue like this, did have the racing slick on it and stuff. But I built it because I had a Stingray, not this type of Stingray, but a Stingray when I was a kid, and just tons and tons and tons of fun memories on that bicycle, along with a couple, 2 or 3 other kids in my neighborhood that also happened to have Stingrays, which was really kind of cool. So anyway, that bike model has been keeping me busy, and I am currently working on an XKE Jaguar racing car. I've been a little bit slow at that. I have had a lot of decoder installs. A couple of guys at the club had things they were wanting me to try to do, and I've been doing those things. We've had some customer returns on some broken items that we've had to deal with. I don't know. There's just all kinds of things in life that's been getting in my way. But I promise you I'm going to get back out here, and I just didn't want you guys to think that I left the planet somewhere. So I think here I'll just insert the train watching stuff as I said, and leave this video as it is what I was trying to get out of my face. Hey everybody, we're out here at the bridge today. Gonna see if we can find any trains. The weather's really nice. As long as we're standing here in the sun, there's not any wind whatsoever today. And Gavin and Ryan are with me. Hey guys. It's been a long time since the 3 of us have gone out and looked at trains, so I'm glad we're all out here and the weather's decent, and we just now realized we have a train coming. So we'll wait till it gets here and we'll see what we get. Sorry for the noise, guys. We just barely were able to get off of the highway and tried to jump out of the truck and get this guy on the way into Deming. We're going to go see what's going on. Okay, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little short update, and apologize that I haven't done any videos, but I guess maybe you can understand why I think we all go through this stuff. And as I said, I'll put I'll try and put the best parts of the kids and I watching trains the other day. We had a good time, but I'll try and put some of that in here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and as usual, thanks for watching.